Hey guys, Tridot here, and in this video I'm going to talk about item rarity and resistances in Grim Dawn. And let's start with item rarity. We're going to the vendor here, and currently in Grim Dawn we got 5 item rarities, and the first one is common. In case of armor pieces they will only give armor, and in case of weapons they will only give you just a bit of damage. Okay, next is magical. Now magical can have 1 or 2 magical affixes. In this case we got only 1 plus 3% spirit. And next up is rare items. Now this one are a bit more complicated. They only have the chance of getting 1 rare affix, and that one is lower than the magical items. And also an item with both rare prefix and rare suffix, that is a rare item, can be one of the best items in the game. However, those are extremely rare. Alright, next up we got epic. And epic items are unique. For example, every Doomforge breastplate will have % vitality damage, % chaos damage, physique, % health, and vitality resist. However, the numbers on these can vary. Like, instead of 9% vitality damage, we could have 11, for example. And there also are legendary items that are not yet implemented in the game. And well, that's about it. Usually epics are better than rares, rares are better than magical, and so forth. However, there are exceptions. Okay, we got the item rarity sorted out. Now I'm going to talk a bit about resistances. And the first thing that you need to know is there are 3 elemental resists, which is fire, cold, and lightning. The reason I pair them up like that is because they are all elemental resist, and for example my shoulder gives 5% elemental resist, and if I remove it I will lose 5% on all of them. Alright, so these are pretty much self-explanatory. We got fire, that if fire damage is dealt to you, you can suffer burning damage. We got cold, which can freeze you. And we got lightning, which is the least dangerous of the elemental resists. Next up we got poison and acid. Now poison and acid are usually dots or stuff on the ground, AoEs and so forth, which you can mitigate, you can avoid. This is the reason why I have 0% in it. We got piercing. Piercing damage is done by ranged attacks, and while ranged attacks can be very bothersome, they can be avoided. Okay, now we're going on the low side. These are a bit more rare than the others. We got bleeding. Bleeding damage can be inflicted by melee attacks, but mostly ranged attacks, and can be quite dangerous depending on the mob that inflicted the bleeding, or if you have a very low amount of health. We got vitality, which I would say is the most important one. I did not manage to find anywhere on the web specific explanation on vitality damage in Grim Dawn. However, we all know that vitality is the damage that pretty much one-shots you, is the unavoidable type, AoEs, and so forth. So vitality is very important. We got ether. Now I can give you a very good example of ether damage. In the warden boss fight he will put up some stuff on the ground, and that will be ether damage. So basically AoEs and stuff like that, which can be avoided if you pay attention. We got stun, and stun is again self-explanatory. It reduces the duration of stun attacks. And the last one is chaos. And in here, in the tooltip, it says it is often used by Chthonian beings, and that is very true. Chthonians often use chaos damage, and is close to vitality damage in the way that it is pretty damn dangerous. So in order to have an optimized character, if you want to survive, if you do not want to be class canon, I think most of us want that, you should aim to have pretty high amounts of elemental resists, lightning being the least of them, vitality and chaos, and maybe, if you can afford it, some bleeding. This has been pretty much everything there is on item rarity and resistances. There is a great forum post about item rarity that I will put in the description. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.